In this video, I will provide you with a comprehensive guide on Monstera Deliciosa, including everything you need to know about its care and maintenance, as well as a step-by-step demonstration on how to easily propagate this beautiful plant. Firstly, let's delve into the fascinating world of Monstera Deliciosa. Also known as the Swiss cheese plant, Monstera Deliciosa is a popular tropical houseplant valued for its striking foliage and low-maintenance nature. Its large, glossy leaves, often perforated with distinct splits and holes, add a touch of exotic elegance to any indoor space. When it comes to caring for Monstera Deliciosa, there are a few key factors to consider. Firstly, it thrives in bright, indirect sunlight, making it an ideal choice for locations with filtered light or slightly shaded areas. Direct sunlight can scorch the leaves, so it's best to avoid placing it in harsh, direct sunlight. Next, let's talk about watering. Monstera Deliciosa prefers slightly moist soil, but overwatering can lead to root rot. Allow the top inch of soil to dry out between waterings, and make sure to provide adequate drainage to prevent waterlogged roots. As for humidity, this plant thrives in a humid environment. To maintain the desired humidity levels, it's recommended to mist the plant with distilled or filtered water once or twice a week. Additionally, placing a tray of water near the plant or humidifier can help increase humidity. However, Monstera Deliciosa is adaptable and can still thrive in average household humidity, so don't worry if your home isn't particularly humid. If you notice that the lower leaves of your Monstera Deliciosa are starting to yellow, there's no need to worry, as it is a normal part of the plant's natural aging process. These older leaves naturally die off over time. To maintain the plant's aesthetic and overall health, it is recommended to trim or cut off the yellowing leaves. This helps direct the plant's energy towards new growth and encourages a fuller appearance. Simply use clean pruning shears or a sharp knife to make a clean cut at the base of the yellowing leaf. Now, let's delve into the exciting topic of propagation. Propagating Monstera Deliciosa is relatively straightforward and can be done through stem cuttings. Typically, each Monstera plant has small new stems growing around the main part of the plant. These stems can be easily used for propagation, meaning you can grow new Monstera plants from them. It is important to note that these stems should have at least 2 visible nodes, points where leaves emerge, and at least 2 leaves. If the stems don't have developed nodes yet, you'll need to wait for them to grow. If you cut a stem without nodes or just a leaf, the propagation process will not succeed. Once you have a healthy stem, you can proceed with the propagation process by making a clean cut just below the node. This will provide the cutting with the best chance of developing roots and successfully growing into a new Monstera plant. Remember to use clean and sharp pruning shears or a knife to make the cut, and disinfect your tools before and after use to prevent the potential spread of diseases. Here, I have 2 healthy stems ready for propagation. When we cut a stem for propagation, it not only allows us to grow new plants, but also revitalizes the main plant. This often leads to the main plant producing larger leaves and potentially even new stems. Take a look at this small new stem. 2 months ago, there was a stem here that I cut for propagation. Now, it has a charming and tiny new growth. It's truly a joy to witness the plant thriving and producing new growth. After cutting the stems, it's time to determine the method of propagation. If the stem already has at least 3 roots, you can plant it directly in the soil. However, in the case of stems with only nodes, the recommended approach is to place them in water and patiently wait for a month or 2 for roots to develop. Monstera Deliciosa tends to grow rapidly in water, so you will begin to notice improvements in just a few days. To begin, find a suitable bottle and fill it with water. Place the stems in the water, ensuring that the nodes are submerged. It's important to position the bottle in a bright location without exposing it to direct sunlight. As the water evaporates over time, you can add more water to maintain the desired level. There is no need to change the water frequently, once every 2 weeks should suffice. Here are the results after 1.5 months. The stem has developed a few main roots and has also started producing smaller roots, indicating that it is now ready to be transferred into soil. However, you can choose to wait for a few more weeks to allow more roots to grow before proceeding with the transfer. The second stem, which I planted in soil 2 weeks ago, had more roots than this one. I apologize for not being able to show it as I didn't expect to make a video at that time. However, I will now demonstrate how to transfer the first stem into soil, which will give you a clear understanding of the process. When planting Monstera Deliciosa, I always opt for well-draining soil suitable for houseplants. Additionally, I like to incorporate around 20% leca, lightweight expanded clay aggregate, into the soil mixture, although this step is not mandatory. It's important to choose smaller pots as Monstera plants tend to thrive when slightly root-bound. Moreover, adequate drainage holes are crucial, so feel free to add more if needed. Considering that Monstera plants can grow tall and easily curve, having a support system in place may be necessary. When you have all the necessary components ready, gently place the plant in the center of the pot without applying excessive pressure, taking care not to damage the roots. If required, add the support structure to help the plant grow upright. Proceed to fill the pot with the soil mixture and lightly press the soil to ensure proper filling. After planting, it's time to water the Monstera plant generously since it was previously grown in water. Place the potted plant in a sink or basin and give it a thorough watering. Let it sit in the water for about 15 minutes, then allow all the excess water to drain before placing it back in its desired location. This watering method ensures proper hydration without leaving the plant sitting in stagnant water. It's important to be cautious with watering in the beginning. Always check the soil moisture level before watering your Monstera. If the top 2 inches of soil are dry, it's a good indication that it's time to water. Deep, thorough waterings are recommended for optimal results. Regarding fertilizers, I suggest refraining from fertilizing for the first 6 months. During this period, the plant's roots are delicate and can be harmed by fertilizer. It's best to allow the plant to establish a strong root system before introducing fertilizers. When it comes to dealing with pests, I recommend spraying your Monstera plants once a month using a diluted solution of water and neem oil. This method helps prevent pests from infesting your plant. It's important to carefully follow the instructions provided by the manufacturer of the neem oil, as the recommended dilution ratios and application methods may vary. This ensures that you use the neem oil correctly and effectively to protect your Monstera from pests. I hope this video has provided all the necessary information on how to grow, care for, and propagate a healthy Monstera Deliciosa. If you have any further questions, please feel free to write them in the comments section. I'll be happy to provide you with more information and assistance.